that share of the Royals is through Clark Hunt by him having some ties to the
Yes,
Royals. He may not be the sole owner, but I know he has. Clark Hunt has some equity in the Royals because that's how Patrick Mahomes got equity in the Royals. It's through Clark Hunt through when he signed that contract.
nah, it's John Sherman.
Okay, John
Okay.
Sherman.
Yeah, John Sherman. He's the owner and the governor, I guess, of hashtag Royal Blue or Stay Royal, whatever that stupid hashtag was for them. You talk about a team that has fallen down, but they actually played pretty well last year in the Central. You know, they unloaded some pieces at the deadline to include World Series MVP Jorge Soler, who, you know, Jorge Soler to me was probably one of the top 4 or 5 players in the majors that nobody ever talked about. I know that's probably under y'all skin because he was with the rival.
Yeah. We don't
I don't
care.
pay attention. Yeah, I don't really care too. I don't. Man, I'm not really that big on baseball. They care. Only team I don't like, as far as when it comes to the Indians, or Guardians, Indians, is the Yankees. I hate when the Guardians go up against the Yankees because something bad always happens. So that's the only team I
That's
really
been in the
can't stand.
playoffs lately.
Yeah.
So,
That's only been in the playoffs
other
lately.
than that, I actually enjoy. Yeah, outside the Guardians, I tend to root for other teams in the division. Shoot, when the Tigers was on, when they had Scherzer and they had all of those
Verlander.
Man, it seems
Verlander,
like Matt Scherzer have been
I
around
was
now.
rooting for them. I actually wanted to see them do good. I rooted for Chicago this year. I wanted to see Chicago do good. I wanted to see at a point in time.
The
I don't think
Twins?
I ever wanted to see. No, I don't think I ever wanted. I actually didn't like the Twins because they stopped our run. I didn't mind the Royals. I actually didn't mind the Royals because I liked Alberto, the shortstop. I thought he was pretty dope. So, yeah. Only
All right.
team. I guess only team in the division you can't say is the Twins. I don't really care too much for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but John Sherman he pulled out, and that's when they really clamped down on money. So the Guardians are looking for a new minority owner. So hopefully they find one so they can actually pay some players and retain some players, and we can really make a playoff push. But unfortunately, because we got to get the break. But I was just scared that when Tampa Bay made the World Series, the Indians would be like, "See, that's why we don't got to spend no money." When you have a team that has a little payroll, because the Indians are notorious for having one of the lowest payrolls in all of baseball. When you had a team that made it to the World Series like that, that just gave the Indians even more excuse to be like, we don't need to pay people anymore. So that was always just my concern. But as we can see, they've done nothing. So it's quite unfortunate. But they are known as one of the best front offices and all of baseball. So we'll see what happens. And we'll be right back, fellas. We got to take a quick break. You're listening to Her and Huddle on WOVU 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
Hey Willie,
What's up?
hey, you mind if we start at 8:15? Because I'm trying to get some food when I get off work. Just go grab something quick. 'Cause my job is giving away burgers to beer for free. So I
Mm-hmm.
was trying to grab that. That way I ain't gotta just zoom home because it's snowing here, and I'll be ready.
It is snowing there?
Over where I'm at, yeah, it's snowing real bad over where I'm at.
Yeah, you can just come on when you're ready because
Okay,
the network they're pretty strict about me starting on time. So
okay, all right, that's cool. I'm gonna try to get there. Let me get home as quick as possible. I had a long day, man. I'm tired. I'm beat up, mentally exhausted.
man, we were just talking about firing corporate America,
Nah,
but
I'm
I think I have a way. I think I have a way.
All right. Welcome back to Her and Huddle, WOVU and 95.9 FM. Willie, did you watch
Yeah,
any basketball last night?
I know that the Cavs beat the Mavs.
Yeah, they were right down the street from you. Well, maybe not down the street. I guess you live kind of far.
I could take the train downtown to the arena. I've done that several times.
Yeah, I should have, but I didn't realize that we was playing the Mavs because I don't pay attention as much to the teams when we playing on the road as I do when we here at home. So I should have told you, hey, the Cavs are in town. You should go down and watch them. I wasn't expecting them to beat the brakes off of the Mavs like that. I wasn't expecting that at all.
But why not? Why not?
That bad?
The Mavs can't guard. The Mavs is a big team. They can't guard. They're not going to be able to guard a team that's built the same way as they are. I see. This is probably one of the only games I actually said the Cavs better win. You didn't need nobody to defend Luka. You just shut down everybody else. The Cavs should have one. Now, Bucks, Nets. I don't know. I think the Cavs right now is better than the Lakers, but
they are.
I still think I'm still going to be hard on the Cavs until I feel like they get a wing player. They need a solid guy that can hold down the wing where you don't have to put guys like Markkanen out there, where you don't got to put guys like Lamar Stevens out there. I think that's what JB is probably in Kobe's office right now. Like, hey man, I need a wing. I need a wing player bad. But
so let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question about the Cavs. What's the feeling in Cleveland about the Cavs playing without Colin Sexton? Will they be a more efficient team? Not necessarily better, but would they be more efficient without him?
Yes. Go ahead, Rachel.
I agree because the Cavs need people who can get their shot up off the dribble. And, Colin, they call him the young bull and, he just go in there and get his points. Like, it don't matter. He just get them, but once they get a wing player who can create their own shot off the dribble, like Colin can, I think that they'll be fine as well. Darius is doing that right now. But, I think, this team is kind of like Colin never played here. It's kind of weird how, like, we forgot about Colin all like that. But once they get somebody that can create their own shot off the dribble, I think that they'll be fine as well.
Here's the thing, though, and Marshawn hit on it perfectly. In a game where you allow the opposing team to shoot 56% from the field, 53% from the land of three, and out assist you by 9 assists, and beat you up on the boards by 15. Along with points in the paint by 14, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. It's just not going to happen. And that's exactly what the Mavs did, or really in this case didn't do. And that's been concern for a Dallas Mavericks team that is loaded offensively, especially with Luka Doncic, who is still injured a little bit, if you ask me. But yeah, they got to.
He went off last night though and got his points.
Yeah, but they got to get better defensively, man, and he needs some help. I know Tim Hardaway Jr., he got the big deal in the offseason, and many people were considering him the corner piece of the trade that involved himself and Kristaps Porzingis and sending DSJR to the Knicks. But man, he needs to be the THJR that we saw last year and not the one that we saw in New York.
Agree. I mean, to answer your question before I got cut off, can the Cavs play better without Colin Sexton? Yes. I've been screaming this for a while. Colin Sexton, there is no NBA recipe. There's no coach. There's no GM, a championship-minded GM that could say, I could go out there and win with 2 6'1" guards. Portland is trying it with Dame, who some say he's 6'2". I think Dame is 6'1". And CJ McCollum, who they say 6'3", and I say he's 6'2". No, they've been together, 7 years, 8 years? And the farthest they've been is the Western Conference Finals. But, look what Golden State was hurt. The Lakers was not really playing well. So I honestly don't think that the Cavs are better with Colin Sexton. And I think Colin Sexton kind of bit himself in the foot by not taking that contract, because I think he's gonna end up in the same situation that Lauri Markkanen is in, where the team don't sign you and they trade you off to somebody for another piece and a signing trade or something like that. But I think it's gonna show, especially when we get to the trade deadline this year and the Cavs have to offload either one of the two, Markkanen or Rubio, for a wing player, and they continue to win and probably sneak into the playoffs. But no, I definitely I wanted Colin gone this summer. That way it benefited Colin. But I mean, the Cavs start different.
Yo, what y'all think about this winning streak that the Phoenix Suns are currently on?
How many games is it now?
They started the year 2-4.
Yeah.
They're now 18-4.
Yeah, they're like on a 16-game winning streak. I think, I mean, who did they lose? Nobody. So it's just them picking up the continuity from last year. Phoenix is real. You got a floor general like Chris Paul. You got Devin Booker. You got Jay Crowder. You got Miles. I was about to call him Miles Bridges. Miles. What's his name? Can't think of his name. The guy from Villanova that got drafted. But no, they got some team. I personally felt like they could have beat Mikal Bridges. I felt like they could have beat Milwaukee in the finals if they would have had a guy to back up DeAndre Ayton. Once DeAndre Ayton got tired, they had no rim protection, and that allowed Giannis, bad leg and all, to do whatever he wanted to do. So I think if Phoenix stay healthy, I could potentially see Phoenix, Golden State, or Phoenix, Denver, or somebody in the Western Conference Finals. I think Phoenix is real. I definitely think they're real.
And they addressed that very thing that you talked about, Marshawn, because they have JaVale McGee there backing up DeAndre Ayton, and he's having a pretty good year.
He had a great game against the Cavs as well, but the Cavs was hanging with him. The Cavs was leading, and then at the end, I told you, somebody told me that good teams just got to play good for 5 minutes, and they'll be able to win the game, and that's kind of what happened. It became the Chris Paul show, and JaVale McGee actually, contributed a lot down towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
So it's looking like they learned from their deficiencies in the matchup against the Bucks by getting McGee. And they also have Frank Kaminsky. He ain't no household name, but in that system, he can flourish, especially in terms of being a body that can knock some people around and get some dirty rebounds and all that kind of stuff.
And he can play his natural position. I think Frank reminds me of Cape the Unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis, Anthony Davis, and the guy Evan Mobley. You put them at the 4 with that body frame, they're gonna get beat up, man. They get injured a lot. And I think now that you got a guy like McGee, Frank can go back to his primary position at the 4, stretched, because Frank can stretch the floor really well. He can shoot, rebound, everything. So that makes him effective, because they drafted a guy from my school, from University of Maryland, and I thought Jalen Stick-Smith was going to pan out, but man, I don't know what happened. So, and he was supposed to be that guy that actually backed up Ayton and gave him some breathing room and played that defensive anchor and spread the floor. But he hasn't panned out for Phoenix. So I like the fact that Frank, JaVale, and others are stepping up to make this team really good. I definitely enjoy watching Phoenix a lot.
So who y'all think gonna be in the Western Conference Final? I'm sorry, Willie. Y'all think Phoenix and Golden State gonna be there?
Man, it's too about that.
It's too early to say, man. I say let us get to at least All-Star break, because I could pick Golden State today and I don't have no wood to knock on, but so Draymond could get injured tomorrow, who I think is the heartbeat of that team, and that blows up everything. I mean, I'm not wishing any injuries on Steph Curry, but Steph Curry ain't exactly the most durable player in the league. He twists the ankle or something, and he done.
Yeah.
And I mean, I honestly don't believe that Klay Thompson can come in and be his old self. A shooter, yeah, you don't lose shooters' touch, but can he be that lockdown defender that he once was? I don't know. So it's hard for me to pick
Probably
that right
not.
now. It's
Probably
hard for me.
not.
They're the most. I tell you this, them in Atlanta are the deepest roster teams in the NBA. So the expectation is for them to be there, but no, I mean like me and Willie say, it's hard. I can't even pick who's gonna be sixth man of the year right now. It's only 20 games in. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I like both of them. Know a lot.
I can tell you who's gonna be in the Eastern Conference Finals. I know that answer right away. It's gonna be Brooklyn and Miami. I don't think Milwaukee is gonna make it. I think it's gonna be Brooklyn and Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals.
What's Milwaukee's record? Let me look that up right quick. Where we at? Oh, doggone it. There's nowhere quick that I can go to just look it up. Oh, well. Well, guys, that's our time anyway.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so we about to be out, but you can join us back tomorrow for Her in the Huddle. Marshawn, thank you for joining us. And Willie has something going on, but we are out of here, and have a good night. Thanks, guys.
All right, Rachel.
All right, I'll holler at you. Thank you. I'll see you later.
No problem.
All right. Bye.